Good morning students. Now in this class of class 10 mathematics, today we will discuss the lesson circle. Yes, in class 9 we have already come to the theorems of circles. Yes, now here we will discuss about the sector, segment and tangent and second. Yes, now first of all let me draw a circle. Suppose this is a circle. Yes, and this is the center. Is all you know that is what this is center. Then the line which join the center and the circumference of the circle is known as radius, and then the line passes through the center to one and the other of the circle is known as what? Diameter. Yes, so this is what you know from class 5 onwards, that center, radius and diameter. Now here we discuss chord, that is also known for us what chord is, which we call in class 9 circle. Yes, this is AB is the chord. Similarly, this is AP. AP is also chord. Here AB is the chord and AP also a chord. But AP is also diameter because it passes through the center. Yes, this is the center. It passes through the center. That's why it is also a diameter. Chord as well as diameter. So from this one we come to know that diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Diameter is the longest chord of a circle. Yes. Then what is tangent? Next, the main point is what is tangent. Okay. This is circle. This is center. A line which is drawn from an external point from the circle. A line which is drawn from an external point from the circle, and that line which touches the circle at one point. A line which is drawn from an external point to a circle, and that line which line touches the circle at one point. This line is known as tangent. Understood? The tangent will be drawn from the external point from a circle, and that line is the tangent touches the circle at only one point. This is known as tangent. And the point where the tangent touches the circle is known as point of contact. The point where the tangent touches the circle is known as point of contact. Got it? And then if we draw a line, this radius means if we draw a line from the center to the point of contact, that angle means the angle between the tangent and the point of contact radius, this radius is known as 90 degree. This one, the line, if we join the point of contact with the center, then the angle between radius and the tangent is equal to 90 degree. Suppose APP is the tangent, P is the point of contact, and OP is the radius. It means angle OPA equal to 90 degree. Angle OPA equal 90 degree. Got it? Next, what is second? What is second? SECAND. What is second? Tangent drawn from the external point to a circle and the tangent touches the circle at one point. Same thing will happen in second. Second also drawn from the external point from a circle, but the second touches the circle at 2 points. This is known as second. Second touches the circle at 2 points. Tangent 1 point, second 2 points. Yes. Now there is theorem. What is the theorem? And this is the important theorem from the circle. First important theorem. The length of a tangent. The length of the tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal in length. The theorem: the length of the tangents drawn from an external point to the circle are equal in length, and this is the important theorem. Yes. So now here, first of all, we have to draw a circle. So here now see, what is the theorem? The length of the tangents drawn from an external point. So what is the external point? The external point is P. So the tangents are PA and PB. These are the two tangents which are drawn from an external point P. So by theorem will show that the length of tangents means PA and PB are equal. That is the theorem. Means here in this question we have to prove that the length of this PA and PB, these are the two tangents are equal in length. It means to show that PA equal PB. So first of all, let COR be a circle where the two tangents PA and PB are drawn from an external point P. To prove that what PA equal PB. To get his good marks, these are the records. Here I wrote down this one in the answer. This is known as restatement or given. Doesn't matter. You have to write this one. Otherwise, you get suppose this question takes 3 marks. You just this one you just prove the only proof part. Then you get 2 marks or 2.5, not total 3 marks. So the proof that PA equal to PB. Now construction. If there is construction, then we will mention that one. Construction what? What is the construction? To join PO. Join PO. So this is the construction. First restatement, then construction if necessary. Not from the main point, that is proof. So now here see, we have to prove that these two triangles are congruent. If anyhow we can show that these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that AP equal to PB by CPCT. Now what is CPCT? CPCT means corresponding parts of congruent triangle. So in triangle OAP and triangle OBP. In triangle OAP and triangle OBP, see, these triangles are 90. Yes, these two are equal. Why? Because these are the radius of the same circle. And OP equal to OP. OP is the common side in both the triangles. So, by right hypotenuse side, these two triangles are congruent. Then AP equal to PB, CPCT. So, first of all, angle OAP equal angle OBP, both are 90 degree. Angle OAP equal to angle OBP, both are 90 degree. Then OP equal OP, common. Then OA equal OB, radius of the same circle. So triangle OAP, congruent triangle OBP by right hypotenuse side. If they are congruent, then you can say that AP equal BP, that is CPCT. Yes. Now see, moreover, here if these two triangles are equal, then you can say that these two angles are also equal, and these two angles are also equal. They are also CPCT. So in the question, we will use this property, that if we draw an external or draw two tangents from an external point, then these two angles are equal, these two angles are equal. Yes. Now moreover, see, PAOB is a quadrilateral. We know that in a quadrilateral, sum of the four angles equal to 360. As these two angles are 90, so what is the sum of these two angles? 180 also. 90 plus 90, 180. So 360 minus 180, 180. So their sum is angle AOB and angle APB. Their sum also equal to 180 degree. Yes. Now, if opposite angles are equal to 180, then what can you say? What type of quadrilateral this is? If the sum of the either pair of opposite angles in a quadrilateral are equal to 180, then it is known as a cyclic quadrilateral. What? Cyclic. In a cyclic quadrilateral, the sum of the opposite angles is equal to 180 degree. Got it? So this is the theorem. It's important theorem. First theorem of circles, and this is the most important theorem. And this is the solution for 3 marks. First draw diagram, then restatement, then if necessary construction, then proof. Got it? Now do the questions. So the first question is, how many tangents can a circle have? How many tangents? Okay, now see, question 1 is circle. So on the circumference, Yes, on the circumference there are how many points? On the circumference of the circle means there are infinite points. So if on the circumference there are infinite points, then through the infinite points we can draw infinite number of tangents. So the answer to the first question is infinite. Yes. The next one is a tangent to a circle intersect it in how many points? Okay, now as I told you earlier, a tangent intersect the circle how many points? Only 1 point. How many points? 1 point. Number 2. A line intersecting a circle in 2 points is known as secant. 1 point tangent and 2 points then secant. Okay, a circle can have dash parallel tangents at most 2. Why? See, tangents these are and these are the parallel. How many? 2. It is how many? 2 or no? So only 2 pairs. Then the common point of tangent to a circle and a circle is called point of contact. Point of contact. Yes, so these are the first questions. Now, question number 3. Question number 3. What is question number 3? A tangent PQ at a point P of a circle. At a point P of a circle. So, draw a circle. Then a tangent P of a circle means the length of the tangent is given PQ, but P of a circle means the tangent touches the circle at a point P. Then this one will be Q. Of radius 5 cm, of the center radius 5 cm, this is given 5 to center at a point Q such that OQ equal 12 cm. OQ equal to how much? OQ equal to 12 cm. So find the length of PQ. What is the length of PQ? What is the length of PQ? I mean this is unknown. Now we know that this is the point of contact. This is the center. So this angle is how much? 90 degree. So now if in a triangle one angle is 90 degree, then we are able to use the Pythagoras theorem, because the Pythagoras theorem is applicable only in a right angle triangle. So here if this angle is 90 degree, then this will be the hypotenuse. We know that the side which is opposite to right angle is known as hypotenuse. So now here we can use the Pythagoras theorem. So what is Pythagoras theorem? Hypotenuse squared is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. So now in triangle POQ, OP squared plus PQ squared equal OQ square. OP square plus PQ square equal to OQ square. Now what is the value of OP? OP equal to 5. So 5 square. OPQ don't know. OQ equal to 12. So 25 plus PQ square equal to 144, which implies PQ square equal 144 minus 25, 119. That is PQ equal under root 119, and the unit is given as centimeter. So what is the length of PQ? Under root 119 centimeter. This is the length of the tangent, that is PQ. Yes. Last, draw a circle and 2 lines parallel to a given line such that, okay, draw a circle. First of all, we have to draw a circle. Draw a circle. Draw a circle center. Then two lines parallel to a given line such that one is the tangent and the other will be a secant to the circle. These are secant was a tangent and this one what? Secant. So this one L, this one N. Yes, got it? Tangent which touches the circle at 1 point, and this is the secant which touches the circle at 2 point. So this is the answer. Got it? So in this class we discuss the theorem, the length of the what is circle, what is secant, what is tangent, what is point of contact. Yes. Then we discuss about the theorem that the length of tangent drawn from an external point to a circle are equal in length, and the proof also. Then we discuss few of the questions. Some questions are based on the understanding and knowledge, and one is applicable. That is the use of Pythagoras theorem to find the length of a tangent. Yes, got it. Now in the next class we will discuss the exercise 10.1.